Bum, 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 bum. Welcome into Dragon Ball Super Dope. My name is Kyle. Thank you for checking this out. Very special episode today. We are joined by one of the original Super Dope trio, Mr. Brother Brandon. Brandon, welcome home, buddy. How are you?
The air is on fire outside.
Yeah, it's all smoky out, and it's not cool. Canada, I hope you're not on fire soon.
Spain, special shout out to Spain.
Is Spain on fire?
Yeah.
Is that what's making my clouds all cloudy?
No, this is just Canadian.
Okay.
Canadian driftwood.
You know what you said to me when I pulled up was like it's cool to observe the sun without the sun like hurting you,
Yeah,
being out really.
yeah.
I feel like one of those vampires in like certain episodes of Buffy. Like there's a Christmas episode where it snows in California for some reason. It's like a total eclipse, so it snows and the sun gets blocked out.
How
And,
convenient.
yeah, I forget exactly. I think I'm combining two of those storylines, but
What a cooker.
I feel like Angel just walking around outside in the daytime and not burning because the summer has been, getting back to playing gigs. Like,
That's the company who made Young Washington.
what, Gerarg?
Angel.
Oh, wait, do you know the name of the production company? What is it?
Angel Production.
Oh, okay. I thought you were trying to say that it was tied to Angel.
No, they're a Christian fundamentalist.
Sounds
I
terrible.
think Mormon.
Yeah, even worse. All right, so this is what we're going to do. Today we're going to talk about the Battle of Gods. And the reason that we're doing this is, one, I do want to release a few episodes throughout the summer leading up to the relaunch of the Dragon Ball Super anime in the fall. Right now, we're calling a tentative start date of the beginning of October.
Okay.
That'll probably be when it kicks off. But
Interesting.
when I approached you about this, I mean, obviously, it's cool to have one of the OGs do a pod, but Battle of Gods is, I think, one of my favorite Dragon Ball movies. I think you've said it's one of yours as well. So, like, we do have some thoughts about it. But
Yeah.
when I approached you about it, you didn't even know that the series was relaunching.
I had no clue. I haven't even, I never watched the Daima series.
You don't watch Daima?
No.
Not one episode.
No.
Why not? Any reason?
I don't watch anymore. I don't watch anything. I just listen to books.
What a fucking
and
dweeb.
build models. They don't talk back.
Daima was a fun time, even though I certainly have my issues with some of the story.
And it's only a handful of episodes, right?
Yeah, was it? I should really know this. I believe it was 18 episodes.
Okay. So yeah.
So yeah, like a season. It's like 3/4 of a season of anime, but
And it takes place in the super universe?
no, it takes place before Super, before Beerus ever shows up.
Okay.
Yeah.
But
good
is
time.
it canon?
Everything's canon now. Daima's canon, GT's canon, Super's canon. It's all canon, baby. And again, we've talked
How
about
does it timeline?
we talked about this a million times on the show, like what is
Yeah.
canon and what's not canon, and it's
Yeah.
evolved with answers from Toriyama and Toei over the years.
But Toriyama's not answering the phone anymore,
yeah,
right?
he DED, man. It stinks. But even before he passed, it was
This
like
episode of Dragon Ball Z.
even before he passed, it was very much like yeah, I don't really think about that stuff. I don't think about the canon, what is or what isn't. I just, they all exist in the Dragon Ball world. So if you want to think about it as like a
That's
potential-
just lazy.
yeah, but it's not as big a deal to people in Japan for whatever reason.
I
Look
didn't-
look at your fucking series, man. Look at Godzilla.
Yeah, but that's distinct.
Distinct eras.
There's eras, yeah.
Same thing with Dragon Ball. There are eras. There are series.
I didn't know that Toriyama was involved with the law enforcement.
Do you mean that there's a lot of cop stuff in Daima? Is that what you mean?
No, that he's a cop out. Oh,
Good one. So this is the plan for
Okay.
the relaunch of Dragon Ball Super. Again, no official release date, but they're saying fall of this year.
but it's technically called Super still.
Actually, I believe it's called Dragon Ball Super Beerus. Yes, you're right. I wish we had video. I typically don't like to do video for this podcast,
No,
but
absolutely.
I would really wish I could have captured the facial expression you just made. Reason being is that's a pretty typical response in my experience.
I mean, it just sounds like Dragon Ball's just a cow now, and they're just milking it as much as possible. Like, they're going to rehash the whole series. This would be technically, what, a fourth time?
Yeah.
So if you count manga,
Well, movie first,
movies first,
then the anime,
then the anime,
then the manga,
then the manga.
and now the retelling of the story. Which iteration, though, is the real question. So let me tell you the real kick in the balls about this announcement of the anime returning.
I'm ready.
They did it over 2 parts at
Okay.
a convention or an event called the Genki Da Matsude, I believe it's called. I did an episode about it back in like
Okay.
December or January of this year,
Okay.
where they made all these announcements. If you want to listen to the announcement and get some more specific content or specific information on specifics of the announcement, I'll link that episode in the show notes if you want to check it out.
Sure.
Just because it's that me from 6-7 months ago is a lot more recent than me today. So day one, they make the announcement, the anime is coming back, and they show us a trailer featuring art from the Galactic Patrol arc of Dragon Ball Super.
Which takes place after the World Tournament, right?
Yeah, it takes place after the Tournament of Power. So it's the first new arc since 2018. We've been waiting 8 years for this. This
Before
is
Moro.
Galactic Patrol is Moro. So
it
yeah,
turns into Moro,
exactly. So Galactic Patrol into Moro.
Yep.
And then we are all excited about that announcement for all of, I don't know, almost 24 hours, not even quite a full 24 hours
Yeah.
before they release a trailer the second day, where it's like, and they did give you the time frame. It's like, oh, fall of 2027, the Galactic Patrol arc.
2027.
Exactly. It's a long fucking time, dude. The next day, they're like, look at this. And they show a trailer for Dragon Ball Super Beerus.
Look at this.
And they're like, September or October of 2026, you get Beerus. At the end of the Beerus preview,
Yeah.
there is a little tag on it that insinuates they will also be doing the Golden Frieza arc as well. So yeah, we're going to have to sit through these stories for the 4th time. A little bit of a correction, though.
Okay.
I'm not sure if I pointed this out in the episode back from January, but Frieza is actually not done in the manga. He is completely skipped over. He is referenced very briefly for a couple of panels, and they basically imply that a fight with Frieza happened, and now they're back to training with Whis, and they're Super Saiyan Blue, and there's like a big leap forward over that arc in the page.
Oh, so the Golden Frieza is essentially just limited to the movie, and then the show.
Yes, and the manga chose not to adapt it. Probably, if I had to guess, because they knew that the manga only audience, or whatever, the manga audience in general, because it's obviously going to be crossover with the anime audience, they probably realized, like, we don't want to do this shit again. These guys are going to check out on us. They're not going to keep picking up our stuff month to month if they're going to rehash Frieza again.
So they do Beerus, they skip Frieza, and go right into Tournament of Power in the manga.
No. They do the Universe 6-7 tournament first, and then
Future. I forgot about that.
And then Trunks and Zamasu, and then the Tournament of Power. And the Tournament of Power has there are some significant differences in the Tournament of Power from the anime.
Yeah.
Future Trunks has a couple of differences, nothing that's super substantial, but like they travel back to the future, I think, one less time. In the manga, you see Super Saiyan,
God, I
Goku
forgot
Black.
about that whole saga too. It's what, Rose, Goku Rose,
and Zamasu.
Zamasu.
Yeah.
Zamas.
You got to stay on the mic.
Zamas.
Yes, good job.
Zamas.
So what's been confirmed is that they are definitely going to redo Beerus. They are definitely going to redo Frieza.
Okay.
I'm not sure if this is confirmed. I believe it is. If it is, I can't give you a solid source if it's been announced by the company or not.
Okay.
But the Beerus retelling
Yeah.
is going to be 4 episodes long.
That's reasonable then.
Right. It does sound really reasonable.
But
Frieza,
I
don't think
72 episodes.
I don't think they've given any indication as to how long it will be.
All right. So let me ask you this then.
Sure.
Because this maybe can help, maybe not. The day one trailer of the Galactic Patrol coming fall 2027. Is that still real, I guess? Like, do you think that in the fall of 2027, we're going to be exposed to an anime version of the Galactic Patrol saga?
You are asking a very good question, and I think it's the question on most people's minds. I do think we will see it. But if you're going to redo a telling, or if you're going to do a retelling, rather, of Dragon Ball Super, are you just going to do those 2 arcs and have it be potentially 8 to 12 episodes?
Well, and that's, I think, the thing is that as you have brought me up to speed on the activities, you've reminded me of so many different sagas that take place after Frieza, before I forgot that there was the world tournament between the two, 6 and 7. I just remember the baseball game.
One of the best episodes ever.
Greatest episode ever. But like, I forgot about all those like little digits in between the big world tournament of power. So that's still a lot of ground to cover. Yeah.
Here's the thing. There is no indication that they are going to cover all of that ground again.
No, I know. That's the thing.
And I think it's very reasonable to expect that they would recover that, because why would you start a year before the new arc starts?
Yeah.
Unless you're going to do it seasonally, which is something I've advocated for Dragon Ball to do for a long
Okay, hold
fucking time.
hold on. Take it back now. Take it back now.
Heard.
Let's reset for a minute.
Yes.
While Dragon Ball Super will be starting in fall of 2026,
Restarting, but yes.
restarting with Beerus and Frieza, at least with their storylines. What you're saying is season 1 of this new Super is really just a vehicle to bring you up to speed for a new saga.
Potentially, but why are you only going to retell the first 2 arcs and not tell the rest of them?
Why are you telling them in the first place?
Great question.
Just watch the originals. Or
Well,
are they just trying to like T-Swift that and double dip?
I think part of it is definitely monetarily driven.
Yeah.
The other part of it is there is no quote unquote definitive version of the story because it's been told 3 different times, movie, anime, manga. All 3 of them differ quite a fucking bit. And want to know what the funniest difference is in the Battle of the Gods manga?
There's no chef scene with Vegeta?
There is not, actually. That is all cut.
I don't care then. I don't
Yeah.
want to hear about it.
There's no bingo dance or anything.
Nope.
Actually, while I have that up,
Nope.
so I have the manga here,
Product placement.
all of 4 chapters, right?
Yeah.
It gets so tired of its own story that it basically says, if you want to know what happens at Bulma's party, make sure you check out the anime, because the anime is the boat. So you got to go on the assumption that it's the boat, right? Because there is no party scene in the manga and there's no Vegeta doing a bingo dance, there is a one-shot panel of Vegeta doing his bingo dance in between chapters. Toritaro is a fucking fan of this shit. I can never say he's not.
Disgusts me.
But my point is,
the precipice of that entire movie was that scene.
na-na-na-na-na-na, bingo. Na-na-na-na-na-na, bingo.
So, what do we got?
What I got is this. There's no definitive version of the story, so I think what they're going to aim to do, not to mention the poor fucking quality of the anime overall. So if this really is Toei's cash cow, as it has been.
Was that the one? Which one? Was it the anime that people were making fun of, like Super Saiyan 3 Goku look like?
Yeah, episode 5 of Dragon Ball Super is infamous.
Yeah.
Infamous.
Because they were just rushing it out, right?
Well, yeah, they also didn't give them much of a schedule. Like, they announced it in May of 2015 and it premiered in July.
But like, this is what I'm talking about. Like, you've had all this time and you already have the complete, Space Patrol.
And then another arc written after that.
Yeah, you already have the content. Like, why couldn't they have already been like making this up so that, okay, in December, maybe they're like 71% finished. That still gives them till October to like start throwing down new stuff. But like, if you know what I mean, like,
so
what are they doing?
They've kind of overcorrected from what Dragon Ball Super launched with, which was an 8-week production schedule to get up to speed to release for July 5th of that year.
Okay.
Now they've overcorrected by giving themselves what seems like, I don't
2
know,
years,
almost a full 2 years. Yeah. So not like a full 21
like, we're
months.
going to have at least 2 new Godzilla movies before we get a new anime arc of Dragon Ball.
Really?
Yeah.
We got Godzilla -1 and
Godzilla -0
Kong
in November, and then Godzilla versus Kong, or Godzilla and Kong Supernovas sometime May, I think, of next year.
I don't think I saw the last Godzilla and Kong movie. Not the one that went to Hollow Earth?
Yeah.
Maybe I did see it then.
It's a banger.
It wasn't the one I can't. No.
Still a banger.
It was a good time. I think I saw it with you.
Maybe.
Probably.
Still a banger.
I'll tell you what, though. I'm not a fan of the naming scheme there. -1, -0. What's the next one? Godzilla 1? Exactly. I'm not a fan of the scheme, Brandon. That's not what we're here to talk about today, though.
We weren't there for the bombings. I cheered a little when I saw that, though.
You cheered
Tokyo.
a little when you saw the Japanese get bombed, you fuck?
Tokyo in ruins.
Jesus Christ.
I kind of went,
Hey, man. I know you're a history buff and all, but
listen.
let's not be celebrating genocide.
Oh, I don't even like Genesis. Well, I like the Peter Gabriel years, but that's about it.
I'm more of a Phil Collins guy.
Well, he's in the band for almost the entire career, but
I said what I said, and I'm sticking by it. My point is this. They have no definitive version of the story. So
wild.
if you were to pick and choose
Yeah.
some of the things that you'd like to see adapted from any iteration of the story,
Yeah.
manga, anime, movie, is there anything you need to see? Because I imagine a lot of it's going to get fucking snipped. They're going to snip the shit out of it.
Obviously, the Bingo and the Iron Chef Vegeta edition are necessary, because I think it was a great levity to help create Beerus as an anti-hero. He's not like Frieza or Cell. Oh, I'm just gonna blow shit. Blah, blah, blah. Ooh, this is kind of tasty. Ooh.
Yeah, though, I think for that story in particular, Goku and Vegeta both have very interesting arcs for a villain that they ultimately cannot defeat.
Yeah, that's also true. Like,
Vegeta has to humiliate himself in ways that he, as the ego-driven asshole he's been for the last 30 years, you'd never expect him to do. And that's why seeing him do shit like the bingo dance or the takoyaki cooking in the anime,
it's
so funny to see. On the other hand, Goku's always like, I'm the guy. I don't want any help. He has to accept help from fucking five Saiyans
other people,
and his unborn granddaughter.
Also too, like, what? In the Golden Frieza movie, he still pretty much beats him pretty easily, right? Like, he's got a clear advantage.
The pure advantage in that movie is, and it's kind of underwritten. Like, I think they could do some good stuff with Frieza, maybe, depending on how they chose to adapt the Tagoma piece of that arc for Frieza. But basically, that movie, it's like, oh, you haven't figured it out yet, Frieza? Oh, you'll figure it out soon enough.
Yeah.
He's like, what are you talking about? I'm whooping your ass. He's like, nah. You'll see soon enough. You can't hold all the power in your form.
Well,
you didn't train long enough.
And the Broly movie, they pretty much toy with him the whole time, right? He's not really a challenge.
They're toying with him till they're not.
At least
that's another one they could adapt for the anime. The fucking Broly movie or superhero.
But
what are we doing?
I guess the point I'm getting at was this was a good storyline where Goku really had a good point of not being able to win. Obviously, something magical was going to happen.
Him coming to terms with that as a character is interesting, where he admits defeat and admits that he needs help.
I think, at least for the movie series afterwards, they make him so powerful that, which was kind of cool in a way, too, that, he's just not fucking with them. This was funny. But, and then, at least in the anime, they still make it a challenge, like Jiren. Goku ends up not winning. That was a cool twist.
It was.
I felt like M. Night Shyamalan. What a twist.
I mean, we all knew that everything was going to get wished back regardless when we were watching those.
Wishbone.
Wishbone. Rest in peace to that. What kind of dog is that?
Jack Russell Terrier.
That makes sense. I think what I'm trying to say is here, there are certain things I definitely want to see adapted from all iterations of it. Mainly, I don't know if it's adapted, but I want some clear fucking explanation on at least, and it sounds kind of stupid
though?
It sounds kind of stupid because it's the beginning of the series, but Goku and Beerus, in one iteration, I forget, I'm going to mix them up probably. I think it's the movie that he says, oh, Master Beerus, he didn't even know that you were only using 70% of your strength when you beat him just now. And that's there's still this huge gap between Goku and Beerus.
Yeah.
I think it's stated in another way in the anime where it says he definitely wasn't using all of his power, but doesn't give a definitive number on it. Maybe that's better. One of the other things I thought was weird that I remember so much from the movie, but is not at all present in the anime.
Okay.
The whole Trunks and Mai situation, little Trunks fiending after little Mai.
Yeah.
It does not happen at all in the anime, and it is not referenced at all in the manga because they skip over pretty much all of the party scenes in the manga. Is that a thing that is meant to be foreshadowing for what we're going to see?
I was going to say, I don't think I even remember that from the movie.
Oh, yeah, that's my girlfriend.
Because
and all this stuff.
Anime, it comes in during the Shamas saga, right?
Zamas, yeah.
Shamas.
You're saying Shamas, which it means it's almost like Portuguese for call me.
Shama.
Yeah. They don't reference it at all in either the manga or the anime, but it is very present.
But it's in the
movie.
Goku Black series.
It's kind of I don't want to say a missed plot point, but there is a moment in the movie where Mai loses her patience and busts out a submachine gun and shoots it. But Gohan's drunk doing his great Saiyaman bit, and he deflects all the bullets or whatever, but one gets away.
That's right,
and hurts Videl.
Pilaf tries to crash the party and wreck shit up.
Yeah, he's trying to get the Dragon Balls.
I mean, who wouldn't?
So they kind of gloss over that whole thing, and it's not really
so
foreshadowed at
much
all
to
that
cover.
Videl is pregnant. It's just kind of told when they realize, like, oh no, these 5 guys doing their Saiyan power into Goku's back, doing these 5 guys, it isn't working. And then she steps forward. She's like, actually, surprise, I'm pregnant.
I got one.
Yeah, as opposed to Dende sensing it earlier in the arc. I got one.
They should have just put a wig on Krillin and had him go.
I don't think it would have worked.
Just saying. Oh,
Damn, dude. I'm sure people missed that shit. They missed the shit out of you.
I know. It's all in the wrist.
It's all in the hips.
So I just, I guess I just can't get past this concept that Super was highly successful. Since Super, I would say, from an outside observation, Dragon Ball has never been more popular.
In the year 2026, it's faded a lot in the last few years. There's been
Well,
nothing been going on.
That's the
best thing you have going on in the Dragon Ball world right now. There's no
Yeah.
manga, there's no anime. You had 2 movies. You had Broly, you had Superhero, and then you had Budokai Sparking Zero.
Superheroes, the Cell one, right?
Yeah, did
Maximum
you watch that?
Cell, yes, I did.
Weird film, but
It was kind of dope. And what was the android's name? Android 69, right?
yeah, 69, Android 69. I don't know as bad as that. I'm also forgetting what their name is. You go ahead and you fucking keep talking while I look it up.
So you literally have the product, and I get that, like, you want to make bank on it, but like maybe you do like a 3-episode stock footage. You know the Japanese are good at stock footage. Roll that beautiful stock footage.
Gamma 1 and Gamma 2.
Okay.
Jesus, man. So much. We're getting old.
I mean, I'm still watching Gamma Raw.
I'm 40.
Me too. So no, but like this is just madness though. Like, I'm pumped that Dragon Ball's back again, and that's cool. But like, and I get that there's going to be new viewers, but they also have how many episodes of Super?
131.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
And then if they want to, they can start at the beginning with Dragon Ball, and they have all that. They have Z, they have GT. Like, there's so much to offer to reel people in. Why are we just recapping the last 158 episodes, give or take 2-3 movies?
131, I just told you. But I think it is to help get fans on board. I think it's to do it's not quite the Dragon Ball Z or the Dragon Ball Kai treatment where they remastered all the old stuff. They're starting from square one to redo all this art.
Well, and also too, maybe that was a question I was going to ask about. There's a new like anime style that they're doing this in?
Yeah, I think it's the
scuttlebutt?
Shintani style. I believe he's going to be the main character designer on the project. It's not going to be done in the 3D animation that Superhero was done in, thankfully.
Okay.
If it was, dude, I would have a really tough time. Like, Superhero was okay for whatever, like 90 minutes. I could deal with it.
Verse.
But the worst part about Superhero to me, I could be wrong, but I believe it is Nahiro Shintani who does, and I'm going to have to fix this in post if it's wrong, but
okay.
I believe it's Nahiro Shintani who does the first 8 minutes of that movie,
Okay.
but it's drawn in traditional 2D format, not the 3D graphics that are used for the rest.
Yeah.
And it's just a recap of Kid Goku on the way up through Z, meeting all his friends and all this shit. And it is some of the most beautifully animated Dragon Ball stuff that has ever been fucking made. And then right when they get to the end of it, they're like, hey, you like this bunk ass 3D shit? We made it for little kids. Have you seen the Kermit fucking Muppet Baby version of this shit? I know you have.
Prepare to get nauseous.
Oh, I do not fucking
Get ready.
Galactic Patrol used Kubota style, but with Shintani's designs. So Kubota is the one who did that animation at the beginning of the superhero movie, I believe.
Oh,
but it's
okay.
Nahiro Shintani's character designs who did the animation in the Broly movie, which is probably the most hands down beautiful Dragon Ball front to back.
Have they released any running time information?
I mean, 4 episodes for Beerus, I think, has been confirmed. I imagine
Like
it'll be a similar thing to.
hour?
Oh, yeah. I believe it's going to be like traditional 30-minute format. So
23 minutes.
23 minutes or so, yeah.
Get ready.
I'm ready.
Hang
I'm
on.
actually not that ready. I'm kind of apprehensive about it, but because, like, at the same time, if you're going to redo it, and I don't mean this for Battle of Gods or Frieza specifically, I'm
Sure.
if you're gonna try to do these like really truncated versions of the arc,
Yeah.
you can do it for Battle of Gods, you can do it for Frieza. Those are two 90-minute films that you could
Sure.
chunk out probably appropriately if you pace it right. But for like Trunks, for the U6, U7 tournament, for the Tournament of Power,
Yeah.
like you can't do the
There's
truncated
a
versions
lot.
of it.
There was what, 50 episodes of that?
Tournament of Power, about 40 probably. I think it starts in the
Yeah.
early 90s. I think
There's a lot.
he picks
Yeah.
up Frieza around episode 94, I believe, from Otherworld.
Mistakes were made that day.
Bro, that was one of the greatest twists on the Tournament of Power. You were just mad because Majin Buu didn't go.
A little bit.
Everybody was mad because Majin Buu didn't go. But what about the twist of it
I
being
forgot
Frieza
the Future
instead?
Trunks went though.
Future Trunks
Doesn't he get knocked out like right away?
Future Trunks did not go to the Tournament of Power.
Oh, that's okay.
Wow. You
Where
were
was
losing
Future
so much
Trunks?
credibility today. He went back to the future with his girlfriend Mai.
Ooh.
And also, weirdly enough, and hopefully this will be a thing if they redo Trunks, which I can't
Back when she's
believe
technically
they won't.
underage.
The end of that anime arc ends.
Trunks was on Epstein Island.
He boops the universe out of existence.
Yeah.
Zeno boops the universe.
Yeah.
And then they find like another version of that universe where there already exists a Trunks and a Mai, and they send them to live in that universe where there is already versions of themselves existing. And they're like, yeah, there's already versions of you there, but like, just don't fuck with them. What?
Like the Japanese soldiers that stay behind on the Philippines after the war ends.
Yeah, and they stay there till like 1982.
74.
74.
74.
That's dedication.
Killed 30 dudes.
Would you believe the war was over and that the empire had fallen?
Yes.
Well, yeah. I mean, you didn't hang on in the jungle for 40 years. You stayed connected.
When I stopped getting my my text messages from Godzilla.com, something must be wrong.
Do you get text messages from Godzilla.com?
I do.
Cool. Me and Brandon are talking about doing some Godzilla
Keeps me
content.
from hurting myself in a work-like setting.
Potentially for the Patreon, we'll see, but be funner Godzilla stuff. One-off crossover stuff.
Yeah, we can come up with some quirky ways.
Yeah, we could always get back to Pajira too. I'm sure that feeds the lists exists somewhere. Pajira!
There's a bunch now. I haven't really listened to any of them, but there are a bunch.
Bunch of Godzilla podcasts.
Yeah.
I wonder how many of them listen to us first.
I just want to weasel my way onto my battleship and do a podcast and radio show there. That's my goal in life.
Sounds like some real nerd shit, man.
Yeah, let me do a talk first. I got to do a talk in September about it.
Okay. Well, let me know. I'll go.
Gonna do music of the U.S. Navy during the war.
Didn't I fucking watch you give like a seminar once?
Yeah, you came to my Redwood lecture. That was you and Chris came. That was one of, and I think Big Tick came. It was one of the greatest days of my life.
I'm happy I was there for it.
That's why it was one of the greatest days of my life.
Come on, dude.
I was a scholar for an hour and 11 minutes.
I'm pretty sure you still qualified, but either way, there is not a ton more I wanted to hit on this today, but I think if they're going to try to come up with the quote unquote perfect version of this story,
Yeah.
they need to be mindful to not only adapt some of the best parts of the pre-existing stuff, but also, and this again is not to speak to the case of Battle of Gods or Frieza, although Frieza could get fucking fixed. Okay, there is some shit wrong in that arc. For future stuff like future Trunks.
And they have purposefully not mentioned any favoritism amongst pre-existing, right?
No. They
Okay.
haven't. They have not said we're going to do a manga
We're
faithful
gonna do
adaptation.
yeah.
Although a lot of people do take it like that, and it's like a Naruto Shippuden fucking issue. You know, it's like, oh, this one cuts out all the filler. I have no doubt this version of it is going to cut out all the filler. How faithful it will be to the manga story versus the movie or the anime story,
Well, and
that's what's yet to be fucking seen.
I think one of the kind of fun experiences of Dragon Ball that I've always enjoyed was sometimes the filler episodes are the best part.
Yeah.
You know?
I keep saying all right.
Goku and Piccolo driving.
Yes, all-time classic. The baseball episode.
The baseball
The
episode.
Arale episode.
Yeah.
Copy Vegeta.
Oh, is that wait, Arale? Is that when they introduced like the weird gummy character? Wasn't there like a goo character that like Gotenks have to deal with?
Yeah, the Copy Vegeta characters who you're thinking of.
Okay.
The Arale episode is just a one-over crossover with the Dr. Slump characters.
But that dates all the way back to the original.
They are very close to each other in terms of episode date.
Yeah.
I want to say Arale is a few weeks before Copy Vegeta.
But like they've crossed over. No, I meant Arale of the original Dragon Ball.
Arale and the original Dragon Ball did like a whole ass arc together.
Yeah.
Penguin Village and all that.
Okay. Has there ever been kind of a definitive statement as to which of the versions of things are kind of the more definitive, or did Toriyama just kind of cop out again and be like, they're all great?
Yeah, previous to him being like, everything's canon,
Yeah.
the manga has always been viewed as, because it's the author's original vision.
Yeah. Okay. But even that at this point is now kind of loosey-goosey because, again, there already is a manga version of it. And time will tell how close that will be reflected in the series. But as they already literally did the series once before, it did its own thing.
I think I'm just curious to see what they choose to adapt and what they choose to fucking ignore. And I understand that it's going to come at a much, lower episode count. If you've only planned to do 8 episodes in October of 26 to get ready to relaunch a show in 27 for the next series or whatever, the next season.
Yeah.
I imagine they have to keep going beyond that Frieza arc. Will they go for the entire year up to October?
Yeah.
Because that's 50 episodes. Can you retell all of Dragon Ball Super's 131 episodes into 50 episodes? I think there is a strong case. Yes, the fuck you can.
Yeah. I again, if you, I think, cut out things like the copy Vegeta story.
All the filler stuff.
You
stick to the main arcs.
Severely condense 6 versus 7. And, abridge to an extent the Tournament of Power. Yeah, you should be able to.
In which case, you're going to pull from the manga more.
And at that point, too, what? Broly, after the movie, becomes essentially canon, right?
Yep.
Because doesn't Broly shows up in Heroes, Superhero?
No, Broly shows... Jesus, you were losing so much streak today. Broly shows up after the Tournament of Power.
Yeah.
And then after the Broly movie is Dragon Ball Superhero.
Yeah. But like where
Broly is in that movie, but it's not when he shows up.
No, I know. No, he shows up in his own movie.
Yeah.
But like becomes canonized. And then he shows up in Superhero.
And he's just hanging out with Vegeta and Goku, training on Whis' planet.
If I remember, he was mentioned at least in Galactic Control, right? Like they continue canonizing him.
Yes, actually, that is a great point. They do not adapt the Broly movie in the manga. They just have it be one big splash page of Broly in his raged out form.
Okay.
After the Tournament of Power, they have like one quick thing. You turn the page and you're right into Galactic Patrol. Just to acknowledge, like, yes, this happened. Yes, it's part of the story.
Back to that.
You already watched it on the fucking big screen.
If you want to see more, visit www.dragonballhentai.com.
Well, I wouldn't recommend that you go to that website unless that's what you're into. In which case, go for it, my friend.
Toriyama mama. I'm a Toriyama mama. And I'm about to blow my top. Toriyama yama.
All right.
Toriyama yama.
Okay. All right. We're done with that. So anything else you want to get out before we wrap this one up? I don't think I have anything else I need to really...
I have a burrito to eat. That's about it.
A burrito to eat?
Yeah.
Okay. I just got to run through a list of names that I want to say thank you to real quick. Brandon is no longer in the room with me. I had to leave his house in order to do this because, man, could that boy get chatty. I do just want to take a couple minutes, kick up the old tune and say thank you to the members on our Patreon who are still active. If you guys had canceled this a long time ago, I wouldn't have been mad at you. I'd have said, that makes all the sense in the world. But there are still a handful of you who are paying for the hosting on this and making it so that we can still be up and accessible and put out new episodes. So I want to say thank you real quick to my brother Reese, Andriotis, down in Australia, mate. We got Levi, the cosplay god himself, Levicioso, David, cheers. Oh, David, I fucking love you. And I'm thinking of you, dude, I love you. My good friend Marcus Woods. Few people on this earth I'm glad I became friends with. Marcus fits the criteria on that. Everyone else, I'm like, you're okay. Dallas Holkovich from Canada. I hope you're not dealing with these wildfires, dude. It is nasty down here. I'm not sure. Canadian geography is not really taught in American schools. So it's kind of miraculous that I even know that there's a fire going on there, for being real. And then the last person here who's still an active member is Roberto. You just turned on auto renew and kept it going, man. Love you. Appreciate you. So the 6 of you guys, I appreciate you. Sinister 6. Satan Sinister 6. Is that a thing? Is that a Dragon Ball Super Dope reference? Could be, but Victor's not here to tell me about it. So I appreciate you guys' continuing support. If you want to get a bunch of extra podcasts, covering OG Dragon Ball, My Hero Academia, a bunch of other crap. Death Note, we did, I think, all of Death Note. Go check it out, patreon.com/Dragon Ball Super Dope. There is a link in the show notes. Let's finish this talk with Brandon. Ready? Don't you know you should support the show?
Yeah. Like, cool, there's going to be differences. Cool. But, like, you know what I mean? Like,
it's not going to be anything substantial to shake up the story.
and again, like,
it's not going to be like they changed the end of the Frieza arc to be like, oh, Vegeta actually does get the win in that
Yeah,
one.
yeah,
Because
yeah.
he deserved it, you know?
no, I get that, like, somebody's got to start somewhere, but again, there's so much content already available that, like, and again, maybe we're just kind of freaking out over 4 episodes, like, where they're just gonna, like,
I'm freaking out over a story I've already sat through 3 different times.
and that's the thing. It makes me, I guess I'll watch it, cool, yeah, but, like, it doesn't make me say as excited as, like, you know, oh man, Galactic Patrol for the first time on screen. Like, I'd be cool with that, you know, or even like a whole new story, but not like, yeah.
See, you say the whole new story thing, but you didn't watch Daimon now, did you?
I have to go eat my burrito now.
Yeah. So I think the last thing that I'll say to you before we part,
Yeah.
me personally, I'm not excited to sit through these first 2 arcs again, although they will be smaller, truncated versions of it. It will be 2 months of my life, and you and I will watch them all.
Yeah.
And you will be back on this podcast again. We're tentatively saying once a month.
Maybe.
Nope, that's the wrong answer. So I'm not thrilled about sitting through those 2 stories again because I've already seen them 3 different times.
You know, you don't want to. It's the wrong way.
But I will sit through these stories again because if it gives them an opportunity to retell and do a better version of the Trunks story, of the Tournament of Power, if it's more, in line with the manga stuff, very cool. I want to see Master Roshi dodge a Jiren punch.
Well, also, I feel like, in a way, too, this might even confuse younger viewers.
It might. I think maybe Dragon Ball Super, the original OG series, the original 131, might fall by the wayside a little bit and have this be the definitive version.
I wonder if there's already been numerous casualties of, like, kids being like, yo, Dragon Ball's got a new show coming out about Beerus, and then they go look it up and like, it's already out. Ah! And then it's like just Battle of the Gods.
Honestly, when I first saw, like, I didn't see the whole trailer at first when they first announced it. I just saw a visual that said Dragon Ball Super Beerus, and I was like, am I getting a whole fucking story about Beerus?
Dude, that would
And then I looked
be...
into it a little bit further, and I was like, I am getting a story about Beerus. It's just one
the
I've already
same
seen.
story. Yeah, no, again. And I think Beerus has become, like, he's
over here by the window.
Yeah,
I
he's
see
the
him.
only, like, figure arts character I really have.
Is that a figure arts?
No, it's the cheaper one,
It's
Dragon Stars.
Yeah, Dragon Stars. I have so many Dragon Stars I gotta get rid of.
Yeah, but like
if anybody's looking to buy Dragon Stars, hit me up. Not you, Brandon. I meant the audience.
Oh.
I have a bunch.
Oh.
Do you want to buy my Dragon Stars?
Are there any Godzilla ones?
They're Dragon Ball Dragon Stars, so no, there are no Godzilla ones, Brandon.
No, thank you.
I forgot to look for that fucking shoebox of
Yeah,
Godzilla
man,
toys.
where's
Dude,
my
bad.
shoebox of shoes?
Anyway, finish your thought
No,
there.
so like, oh no, a Beerus like arc would be cool if it was again something.
Good to see his
like
origin. That'd be sick.
Beerus and Whis hanging out.
I'd watch that shit for a million
know.
years, or at least for however many episodes they did.
It's like, you know what would be really fun? I don't know if you've seen them. I've sent you like 1 or 2, I think, where somebody has now started telling history through the lens of GTA 5.
I'm not sure I follow you. Explain.
So like, it would be like, it looks like somebody's playing GTA 5 with CJ or whatever, but like he's like in like, I'll send you one. Like he's in the middle of the Civil War, or he's like in Sparta, or so. It's redunculous.
So it's graphics like GTA 5, but the main character CJ is put in these different historical contexts.
Yes.
Okay.
Like it'd be fun to have like that with Whis and Beerus, like just kind of like hanging out.
I did watch a lot
You
of
know?
the anime for this episode. I didn't
Yeah.
watch all. It's 14 episodes for the Battle of Gods arc in the anime. How merciful are they to take it from 14 to 4 for us, right? But a lot of and this gets back to what we were saying before, like the filler stuff is fun. A lot of the ancillary bullshit around Beerus and Whis is so much fun. I want to see Beerus go wipe out a bunch of fucking dinosaurs.
Oh, absolutely.
I want to see him go shake down a fucking planet for some
I
good
just
food
feel
and then
like-
just destroy it anyway.
So the other side of the problem too is that there's going to be so many people who, this is like your favorite band releasing its second album after like a 10-year hiatus.
And it's just the first album remastered.
No, worse. It's something else.
Oh.
Because everybody has such a perfect vision of what that next album was going to be. You know?
Pinkerton.
Pinkerton.
Not the same like
everybody
time,
wanted Weezer Blue Album 2, and they got Pinkerton.
Pinkerton, by the way, my favorite Weezer
The
album.
Phantom Menace is a movie example version.
Yeah, but that movie also has legitimately bad parts.
No, I know, but like, it was what, almost 22 years after the original Star Wars. So even take into consideration Return of the Jedi, that's still 16 years that people had to think about the perfect next Star Wars movie. I think it's going to be kind of like this, where no matter what these 4 episodes entail or how they tell the story, it's not going to be perfect to like anybody.
It's not going to be everything for everybody.
Yeah. Some people are going to hate it because it's going to be too much lip service. Some people are going to hate it because it's too much deviation. Well, I just want to see Iron Chef Vegeta.
As somebody who has ingested,
I want to see Gordon Ramsay.
As somebody who has ingested all 3 versions of this story fairly recently,
yeah,
this is my Dragon Ball hot take. I haven't had a hot take like this in a minute.
Oh, here we go.
For all of its flaws,
yeah,
for all of the visual issues,
yeah,
my preferred version of the Dragon Ball Super story to this point, hands fucking down, is the anime. Hands fucking down. I'll take all that filler shit. Give me a whole ass episode of Hercule fucking Satan trying not to get beat up by some aliens.
I would agree. 1,000%. And the benefit that we had was we got to enjoy it in real time.
Week to week, had no iteration of what the story was going to be.
No, we had Battle of the Gods already, and we knew that the anime was going to be made. But like you said, there's an opportunity for filler, or, you know, okay, it's supposed to be 23 episodes. We know that like 23 episodes has to retell that 90-minute movie. So there was an excitement of that. Yeah.
I believe Battle of Gods is 14. I think Frieza is 15.
Okay.
And then from there, it
but
gets
still,
into the U6, U7 tournament.
And like you said, there's still kind of that mystery in between where there's baseball episodes or silly Majin Buu episodes or whatever, you know. Some Great Saiyaman fighting like...
Right, I want to see Great Saiyaman beat the shit out of Barry Khan.
That leads up to the Buu saga. Like, those are kind of like filler. You know,
no, some of the best filler in Dragon Ball Super is there's a Great Saiyaman arc in there where he becomes a fucking movie star. He like starts as a stunt double because he accidentally beats the shit out of the stunt double.
Is that when the copy of Vegeta saga begins? I think.
No, I think it's after that. Actually,
it's after that. Okay.
Yeah, actually, maybe it's before. Yeah. Either way, Barry Khan is an all-time Dragon Ball villain in my brain. Barry Khan.
I still like the weird ass Adolf Hitler in GT that Great Saiyaman fights.
Oh, from Fusion Reborn.
Yeah.
So much street cred, right down the tubes.
Yeah, man.
Actually, I was thinking about Fusion Reborn and that Hitler scene in general, because Goten and Trunks fight a bunch of those motherfuckers.
Yeah, they do, yeah.
And that movie has this really weird, thick line animation, specifically in the Goten and Trunks scenes.
Yeah.
That make it seem so cartoonish and a little kiddish. And they adapt that for like they adapt that style for a full-on episode of Dragon Ball Super. I think it's episode 4 or 5,
okay,
where they're following around the Pilaf gang, and they're little kids, similar to Goten and Trunks are, similar style, big thick lines. I remember watching it when it first aired, and I was like, why does it look like this? Didn't look bad, it just looked so different.
That, yeah,
but it was only for the Pilaf scenes, just like in that movie. It's only for the Goten and Trunks stuff. You flash back to the Vegeta and Goku Janemba stuff. That's some of the most beautiful shit the old Dragon Ball ever did.
Janemba was a cool movie. Yeah, all the bubbles and stuff.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, it was fun.
I don't know. I've just never fully kind of, I guess, understood why Dragon Ball at the end of the World Tournament didn't become like Disney Star Wars. You know what I mean? Like they could have done whatever they wanted and people would have eaten it up.
I'm people.
No, exactly.
Yeah, I'm people. I got it. Again, I told this story just the other day. When we started Super Dope, it was episode 102 is the first episode we ever put out in public.
I
think we did 1 or 2 before that. They never got released because they were genuinely
just
worse,
test subjects.
Worse than the early episodes of our podcast. But
hey,
we went into that thinking this Tournament of Power is going to give us everything. We could do Dragon Ball for 1,000 more episodes. And then it ended like 30 episodes later.
And did we know that Galactic Patrol was already going to be coming out?
Nope.
Okay, so
No, because the manga caught up to the anime.
that's what it was.
And that's how after the anime went off the air and the manga was the only thing going month to month,
And
that's when they started changing
Tournament of
big
Power,
shit
yeah.
in the Tournament of Power. So that, like Gohan versus Kefla is one of the biggest differences.
Yeah.
And the Goku Kefla, that Kamehameha he gives her is like a top 3 in my brain.
And like I think our rationale was, they're going to catch up with the manga. That gives the animators time to breathe, get the storylines. And then once maybe they get into like...
And COVID happened.
Yeah.
And they just made movies.
But even...
And then Toriyama died.
Hold on, even with the vid, they didn't have any intentions or plans, right?
Like
nothing's
it's uncertain.
Nothing's ever come out really.
If you go back to that time, especially in the podcast, because we were making them all the time.
Yeah.
There was very heavy rumors that things were in production, but it comes from pretty much one YouTuber who I'm not going to throw under the bus. If you want to go figure out who it is, go find those episodes.
Mr. Beast.
Yes, Mr. Beast. Yes. It's the Mr. Beast of Dragon Ball. How about that?
Oh.
Yeah.
Genki Dama.
They were very, very like adamant that they had inside knowledge and the animators were working on it. And then COVID happened. And I was like, well, COVID happened. I was like, all right, cool, man.
Fuck.
Yeah. All right. So that does it for me. If you do have any thoughts on what you'd like to see in these manga anime,
I just hope everybody wins and has a good time.
Yeah, I hope everyone just has fun.
I sincerely hope, as long as they keep the kind of like wit and humor and attitude of Whis and Beerus, I'll be happy.
Just in general.
Like he's cranky and Whis is magical. Like Whis must have like one of those weed vapes.
Of course. That's why they're fucking eating all the time.
That's why they're eating, yo.
Yeah. Just keep the general spirit of Dragon Ball Super. Dragon Ball Super is so fucking funny. It is the second funniest series of the group.
It was great. I mean, though that Tournament of Power went on forever, and we gobbled it up. Like, it was great.
I mean, that's not what I'm talking about with funny, but yeah, good point.
No, I know, but I'm saying additionally,
what sucks about the Tournament of Power too, when they pulled the plug, is like they finally figured it out. They got it all right. They figured out how to do these big production breaking fucking scenes. And they finally figured out the score. Like, they had awesome music in that arc.
Maybe the next time I'm sick, I'll have to rewatch Tournament of Power.
Tournament of Power is sick, dude. Just watch like the last, I don't know, fucking 6 episodes. Vegeta's sacrifice on. I think it's like 125 to 131.
Yeah. I know. I mean, I might do like 1 or 2 early on because there were like some dope ass characters, if I remember.
Just skip that TN episode, 105. Ugh, what a
TN?
Nothing. That's what pissed me off. TN rules, and they gave him one of the lamest fucking arcs in that whole thing. It's like, oh, cool, Tien's here. And then it's like, he gets taken out by like a hidden sniper or some shit.
He was like the token white guy.
So is Krillin.
I was going to say, so of the kind of the classic Dragon Ball stable of the 3, Krillin, Tien, and Master Roshi.
Oh, yeah, him too. Oh, perfect.
Master Roshi was the like strongest of the 3, right?
I mean, if you want to go by manga standards, yeah, sure. Why do I have like a Melania Trump accent going on today? If you want to talk about the manga standards, yes, I believe Master Roshi is the strongest.
Okay.
Because he dodges like punch from Jiren in the manga.
Well, he also does the...
And he gets really bulky.
Yeah, he puffs.
He gets big muscles, and I like them.
Anyway.
And he gets a nosebleed, like my boy Baron. Yeah. So if you have any thoughts on what you'd like to see for the adaptation of at least these first 2 arcs, or maybe you have some wish list stuff on other arcs like Trunks or Tournament of Power.
I think, like you said, as long as they keep the spirit of it and they don't dilute it, like wash away too much of it.
It's gonna be Dragon Ball Concentrate.
You know, like I just want to make sure that like it's not kind of like trying to wipe over Super, kind of like what Super did with GT anyway. But the benefit is like he's so separate. There's no major crossover.
So separate unless you watch Daima, where they all get turned into little kids. You should try Daima. It's actually fun.
Maybe next time I pick up a Daima bag, I'll watch it.
Dime bag. All right, let me try this for the 3rd time now.
Happy birthday.
If you, the listener who is listening to this podcast, has any opinions or thoughts on things that you would like to see adapted into this new version of the anime, send us an email, hit us up on Instagram at dbsuperdope. I think it's dbsuperdope@gmail.com. I'm gonna cut out all your creepy whispers. Stop whispering. God fucking. You know,
There.
it took like
There it is.
53 and a half minutes to get here, but we got here.
I'm here. I have to go now.
All right, Brandon's got a burrito to eat, and
It's
I
cold.
gotta get the hell out of here before I throw a microphone at Brandon's head.
Okay.
Gonna
Frankenstein.
throw a mic at Brandon's head.